Hey guys, today I want to show you my night routine after working 9 to 5, trying to still have a life outside of working, which it kind of feels like when you start your 9 to 5, or at least for me it felt like I didn't really have a life on my own pretty much. Because every time I came home I didn't do anything, I was just doing the basic things like taking a shower, eating, and then just scrolling, going to bed and doing the same thing over and over again, which honestly it didn't feel good. So in the beginning I thought I do not have energy to do anything after work, and then when I started doing things I realized that they make me feel actually better. I honestly totally think that this is very season related, because in winter obviously when you come home it is super dark and depressing, but now that it's spring and it's getting warmer again, especially in summer, you could actually do things outside. Like I can totally see myself in summer actually going on balcony, having a barbecue maybe. I mean, I have to walk Bowie, my dog. So what I realized is, even if I'm super tired, and maybe not every day I want to walk him, but especially now that the weather is getting nicer, I honestly do want to get outside, because I'm sitting in front of a screen all day, and then it is so nice if you go outside on a walk. You can just listen to nature, you can listen to music, listen to a podcast, and just be outside and move, and I absolutely love this. So the first thing I pretty much do every day after I come home, not every day, I wouldn't say I do it every day because sometimes my mom still walks Bowie, but most days I walk Bowie. Even if you don't have a dog, I highly encourage you to take a walk and go outside and go a little bit into the sun, because it is really, I always underestimated how much better I feel after a walk. Something I also realized, and something that I beat myself up for the longest time, is that I wasn't listening to my energy levels, okay? You will not have the same energy every single day, every single week. It totally depends on so many things that happen throughout your day. How much did you sleep? Where are you in your menstrual cycle? So now I like to pay attention to that. If I have a lot of energy today surprisingly, maybe because I had a coffee in the afternoon, which I usually never have, I have a lot of energy. I mean, I also knew that I wanted to film the video, but paying attention to your energy levels, okay? Sometimes work has been super exhausting, or you have things in your private life or other things coming up, errands that I need to run, appointment that I have, I need to go to the grocery store, and then I don't have the same time or energy as today, where I just came home and I don't have any plans, And when I feel super tired, like yesterday for example, I was just cooking my dinner, taking a shower, and then chilling the entire evening. I really needed it. Rambled on long enough. Actually, first thing we're gonna do is I need a snack. I am super hungry, so I'm gonna make myself a quick PB&J toast. Since I am waking up at 6 a.m., which is very early in the morning, I like to prepare a few things, nothing crazy, because the mornings are short and they always pass way too quickly. I like to take my own coffee with me to work. I have this little coffee mug where the coffee stays warm. I have my Stanley cup here where I just fill in some fresh water in the morning. I mean, this is not a prep, but here I have my little instant coffee that I make in the morning. I usually also fill in some water into my kettle so that I don't have to do that in the morning. Here I have my little work bag where I already put in my banana, my apple, which are my snacks, and then I have some things to, this is like an apple cutter, and then I have a cutting board if I need it. And then for the fridge, wow, this looks very messy. I have this little yogurt here that I take with me as my breakfast. I personally do not want to prep anything anymore. This is like the easiest thing for me to just grab a yogurt. So tomorrow I want to just take this little spready thing here with me, which is like a tomato, basil, soy spread. I love this. This is from Aldi. This tastes so good. If you have this in your country, I highly recommend it. I was like, is this really healthy? And then I was comparing, the macros to hummus, because hummus is healthy. And the macros are even a bit better, surprisingly. Sometimes, just because we label one food as healthy and another as unhealthy maybe. It's not always true is what I kind of wanted to say. Whatever. And I also take my Coke Zero. Sometimes I make a sandwich if I'm up for it, or I also have these little tuna snacks that are with kidney beans and corn. I also really like them. And when I cook dinner, I honestly do prefer having my dinner for 2 days. And I also do prefer having a lighter lunch or cold lunch or something. Oh, and with the tomato basil spread, because I didn't mention it, I have like these little bread thingies that I just put into the oven so that I have fresh bread. Pretty, not that fresh, but bread with the spread. Bread with the spread, oh my gosh, why am I always rhyming? Okay. And then all I pretty much prepare are my clothes. I don't need to show my underwear for the entire world, but here is my underwear. And here I have just my clothes ready for the next day. And this is how far my prep goes. This is all that I do, just making sure everything's ready. Now. I want to do a little home workout. At the moment, honestly, I don't have the time or energy or willpower or anything to go to the gym, okay? I feel bad for leaving Bowie home alone for more than I do at the moment. And also at the moment, I feel like work is taking up a lot of my energy. I have so many things in my schedule that at the moment I cannot or I don't want to fit the gym into my schedule. I will for sure go to the gym again one day, but at the moment I do enjoy my home workouts. And what I like to do is I have some weights in my beauty/office room, or at the moment, as you saw in my I think last video a month ago or something, I started doing Pilates workouts, okay? So, I've been doing Pilates workouts at home. They're only half an hour, so there's no excuse, because I was beating myself up for, you know, not working out anymore because I now work 9 to 5, and then I was like, I can work out at home. I can do that. And honestly, the Pilates workouts are intense. I love that I am learning new movements and core stability. Like, I feel like my core is getting so much stronger. I don't do Pilates every day. Even if it's just half an hour, and even if I'm hyping it up, okay? Last week, I did a workout on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it was so crazy at work, and with all the other things I had to do, I was exhausted. I couldn't bring myself to do a Pilates workout, so I did the next one on Friday. And that is fine, because I'm listening to my energy levels. And I also feel like I'm not super exhausted after my Pilates, because sometimes after the gym I'm super tired, or I'm very tired the next day, because, you know, I was always lifting super heavy, super long sessions. As you might have figured out by now, I am a little bit lazy. I'm a little bit on the chill side when it comes to my food. But honestly, I would much rather eat healthy with less effort than not eat healthy at all, you know? I am glad that I like simple meals, because I also only like to make simple meals. One of my favorite dinners is to make something with tofu, because it is the simplest thing ever. Like, cutting tofu takes me like what? How many times can you say like? Oh my gosh! It takes 2 minutes. 2 minutes to cut the tofu. And I like the variation that you can have here, okay? So today I'm gonna make like, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna make the weirdest combination ever, because I'm gonna make it with sriracha and mustard, and this might sound weird to you. I need to cut the tofu. Maybe it sounds disgusting, I don't know, but honestly, this combination, it's amazing. Like, I crave this. I crave this so bad, and because we're on the chill side today, we're gonna make frozen veggies with it. I love using frozen veggies. Nothing wrong with frozen veggies. Usually they're fresher than the veggies you buy at the store, because they freeze them right when they harvest them. Did you know that? Do you see how fast I cut? You don't see it because you don't see me cutting. This took 1 second, and now I cut the second block, like literally cut it in half, and then I cut cubes. Done. This wasn't even a minute, okay? Now I'm just gonna throw it all in a huge pan with the frozen veggies, and what I really like about this is I'm making now tofu with rice. You could do the exact same thing. Cut a little bit of cucumber and avocado and make the tofu with soy sauce and then put mayo on top. And then you have kind of like a sushi bowl, or what I like to add is also peas or edamame if you have them. Perfect dinner. This is so simple. It doesn't get easier than that, you know what I mean? Like it literally doesn't get easier than that. I'm so hungry. It's, oh my gosh, it's 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. I usually eat a little bit earlier than that, but you know, I'm rambling a lot. Dinner is ready. I'm sorry if you can hear the dishwasher noises, and then I just literally mix this all together. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. You have to try it. You cannot say it's disgusting if you haven't tried it. It's so good. Oh my gosh, the lighting is so bad. Can't even see me. I'm on my couch with Bowie, chilling, relaxing. This is pretty much what I do for the rest of my evening. I am rotting on my couch, and usually I just scroll through TikTok or I watch a few YouTube videos. That's how I like to spend my evenings. I sometimes watch shows, but usually only with my boyfriend. I don't know why. On my own, I never feel the need to watch a show. I do prefer watching YouTube videos or just scrolling on TikTok, honestly. Oh my gosh, I look rough. Okay, I finally made it. Oh my gosh, where's my book? I finally made it into bed. Honestly, I was so tired today. I almost fell asleep on the couch. I do enjoy reading before bed, but I'm very bad with the habit of reading before going to bed, because usually I just scroll on my phone way too long, and then I just need to go to bed, and then I usually just cuddle Bowie for a little bit and then go to sleep. I'm reading Harry Potter, and I've been reading this book now for, I honestly don't know how many months. Not because I don't like it. I love it. I don't know how people don't like Goblet of Fire. I really like the movie, and I'm also really enjoying the book. There's certain things that are described so well and so cozy and so much more magical in the book. And then there's certain things where I'm like, well, that made so much more sense to change that for the movie. I hope there are videos on YouTube, like really long videos with all the differences between the books and the films. Can you tell I'm obsessed with Harry Potter? Like, look where I am. I'm almost done with the book. Like, the habit of reading before bed. I think I started it in 2020 when we were all in lockdown. And I was always reading, you know, like motivational books, like self-help books and stuff like that, because I always felt like these are the only books that make sense, you know, because they're productive and you learn something from them. And even though I do enjoy these books so much, I love them, some of these books change the way that I'm thinking and living my life forever, okay? But Harry Potter was the first non-fiction that I read since, I don't know, school, or I don't remember the last time I read a non-fiction. I was enjoying it last winter so much because, you know, sometimes when you read these self-help, motivational, productivity books, it sometimes feel like you still have to do something at the end of your day, like you still kind of need like a focus, or I don't know how to explain it. And sometimes this was very overwhelming for me, especially during winter. And then I got these books for my birthday and I started reading them, and reading was so much more enjoyable. Like last year I was really in a reading phase. What can I say? On an ideal night, I do read before bed. I don't do it most nights, to be completely honest. I wouldn't even say that I read a chapter, because the chapters are very long in this book. I read for like 10 to 15 minutes, however long I'm feeling, and then I just stop and go to bed. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I want to say sit here, but I'm not gonna lay here and claim that I'm reading every day, because I for sure do not. Let's read a little bit. It's been a while, you know? That's the sigh of a dog didn't have to work all day or worry about money. I'm not gonna go to bed. It is a little bit later than I would usually go to bed, so I usually go to bed around 11 p.m. and then I wake up around 6 a.m., which is on the edge. It's really on the edge of sleeping way too less. Okay, I really need to go to bed now. I hope you enjoyed my night routine and that it kind of like inspired you to do a few things in your afternoon if you have the energy to do that, and also pay attention to your energy levels. So yeah, subscribe for more, I don't know what we're even doing at the moment, more work related videos, but also like fitness, food, vlogs, all sorts of random stuff. And give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and other than that, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!